Okay, long time no see, but welcome back to Irresponsibly
Responsible
with Kenyana
and Kaya
or Kai
and Ken.
Yay!
It's been a long time.
It's been 3 months.
Yep. So, happy Thanksgiving,
Merry Christmas,
Kwanzaa,
Happy
Hanukkah, New Year, Valentine's Day. Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month. Oof, ciao.
We missed the important holidays with you guys, but we were being very much present in our own lives.
Yeah, and hopefully you were being present in your own life, and being responsible.
Yeah.
Because we were a little bit irresponsible not recording. But it's okay. Self-care over everything else.
Absolutely. And we're back and we're excited and we got a new plan and we're ready for 2025 of Irresponsibly Responsible.
Yeah, so today's going to be a short episode, just a little snippet as we get back into the groove of things.
Yeah, and what better way to start that than to debrief the Super Bowl halftime show performance, a.k.a. the Kenny Bowl. I shouldn't say that too loud because Justice swear he coined that term. Oh. I don't know if people was calling it the Kenny Bowl, but I heard it somewhere, and so I've been saying it because it very much was the Kenny Bowl.
You know.
Yeah.
He had the most viewership ever.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Out
of any halftime performance.
Over Michael Jackson?
I'm pretty sure because more people have TVs now.
That's true.
No, if you think about it, seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the most viewed halftime show performance.
That's great, because I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. I just texted y'all and I was like, oh, that was amazing. Kenny Bowl started. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we watched it. Well, I watched it up until the halftime show.
Okay, so what were your thoughts? Well, what did you think? You saw Kenny coming out, K-Dot, and what did you think was going to happen?
Okay, so I really should start placing bets. Because when Rihanna came, right before she came out, I said, she's going to start off with, she better have my money. And then she started off with it, right? So this time around, I kept thinking it was TV off. I said, he going to come out of TV off. Then right before the game started, I said to my sister-in-law, my husband, I was like, he's going to come out to, like, a song that y'all never heard before. And she was like, you think? And I was like, yeah, because he thinks that we are guessing the songs that he's going to perform. And I'm like, but I'm not for certain. So that was my thought. So when he came out with it, I was just like, dang, I should have been with y'all.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I know. And I live for experiences like that, like show productions. And I know you probably did too because of ballet and everything. So the theatrics of it all blew my mind. Like, we all were glued. Even Drace was glued to the screen. We were like, what is going on? Yeah, that was my initial reaction. What about yours?
So, my initial reaction, I didn't know what to expect. I was just there for the ride. Because I've seen Kendrick perform live before, and so he surprised me when he performed live. Like, it was definitely giving MJ vibes.
Ooh.
So then when he came out, I was just like, okay, cool. I ain't going to say I was underwhelmed, but I'm just like, all right. Then I saw Samuel Jackson.
Not Samuel or Samuel? What the heck is Samuel?
You know, it run all together.
Samuel. Okay.
Samuel.
You
know what I'm saying? When I saw him, I was like, okay, he put some money into this production.
He did.
And so I was like just already hooked just based off of the storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So that was so fun. And I saw a lot of people like live tweeting or posting like, I don't know none of these songs. And I'm just like, y'all calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. But I definitely enjoyed it. I didn't go in with too many expectations, but it did make me say, all right, I need to get some tickets to that show this summer.
Yeah. I think we were saying the same thing. Because at first it was like, okay, we probably can live without the show. And then when you saw the halftime performance, we were like, oh, pull it up right now. And the tickets about doubled.
Yeah, them tickets went up after the show. But I'm still gonna,
we still gonna go.
Yeah, we still gonna budget. We still gonna put it in that budget. And we gonna make a way for it to happen.
So we can experience California.
Oh. Yeah.
I haven't been to Cali, so let me just experience it somewhere else.
Experience it through Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part of the entire show? If you had a single, favorite part.
At the end when he was like, turn this TV off. Because every time that song come on, I'd be like, with Drace, you can't see me, but I'm like motioning you turn off the remote. And I just thought that was hilarious. And a great way to end it, because that was one of my original thoughts, that he would end with that song. I thought it would be a starter or a finisher.
Yeah.
Because he's a bit of a petty Betty right now. So he's on the train of dragging, who. But in reality, for real, my favorite part was the street corner when the guy was lying on the pole.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a great scene. It just brought Compton, Cali to New Orleans. I don't know. It just felt so real. I don't know. It was just a cool little vibe. It
felt real. It was kind of relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of favorite parts. The first part, I think he was running down the field or something. I was like, he got them little bell bottoms on. I said, oh, they're cute.
I said, his Taylor tailored them.
I was like, them just fitting. He be working out, baby.
And he's short, so it just made it so funny because he's sidestepping.
He was like, nah, I love seeing that. I was like, okay, he look kind of fit, kind of short. I'm like, you putting on for the short king.
He was doing some choreo.
Yes.
And that was good.
And wasn't out of breath at all.
At all. I was talking to someone that works in my office, and he's an older guy, and he was like, I didn't know who he was. And he said, I looked up all the lyrics, the way he was saying. I was like, this young man is intelligent. He got some good things he got to say. So I had to explain to him the whole Drake beef.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, so that's why Serena was there? He was like, she looked so good. And I was like, yep. She used to date Drake. And I was like, in this song. He was like, what? He was like, mind blown. He was like, he didn't curse one time. I'm like, but yeah, his songs got cursing in it, but he's such a professional.
Yeah, he really made, what do they call them? I guess the non-explicit version. He made it, that much enjoyable to listen to.
They could be the song, and we would be excited for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other favorite parts?
Seeing Serena Crip walking on stage.
Oh, yeah, that was
did
dope.
y'all see Serena?
Yeah, that was dope.
That was lit.
And they put the camera right back on her, y'all not finna miss that one.
Okay, she was practicing.
She was. She looked so good, though.
She looked great. That color blue she had on, the blonde hair.
The cameras were, so clear. I felt like the audio was low at first. And I don't know if that was just our TV or what. Because when he was performing that first song, I'm like, y'all, I don't know what he's saying. But, okay, this is cool vibes. Even the layout on the stadium, the XO. That wasn't the XO, it was like a game.
Like the game
controller. At first I thought it was tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, I did too until they zoomed out and you could see the square and the O and the,
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, just the black men. I haven't seen that many black men performing in an artistic way.
Dancers.
So many different types, little young black men, short hair, braids, do-rags, colored. I was like, dang.
And they were on point.
They were.
I'm glad I'm not a dancer. I would mess up. But they were tight.
You ain't messing up if you get an opportunity to perform with
guess
Kendrick
not.
Lamar.
That would make me even more nervous.
You putting on for sure.
I'd be a meme. Y'all see that one girl? The peekaboo scene when they were in the X and it was the mirrors. It gave me Us vibes. Because they were in the red at first and then the mirror scene. I don't know. It was dang, I just see so much in this performance. And that's what it immediately made me think about when the little girl was in the little mirror.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good perspective.
Yeah, and he was low and then he peeked up and he was like, peekaboo. I just put them boogers in my chain. Peekaboo.
Oh, and then him and SZA?
Oh, what did you think about SZA?
People said the mic was on.
It was.
Okay, was it? I was highly impressed. I didn't know that it was on, but I'm glad to know that.
Okay.
I just thought it was a recording or something, but I'm glad to know that because I have heard that she's like had vocal problems or whatever in the past, but I'm glad to know the mic was on because when I go to this concert, I hope the mic is on then too, but I feel like they just perform so well together. They got like good songs together.
Yeah, they do.
The vibes were there.
She performed in college and she sounded so good. And that was a time when people were like, she sounds so bad live. And I'm like, we were drunk. And she sounded amazing. But we were like coming off of our highs or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, she sounded so good. I do think they have some type of like EQ type thing that they use for her voice because I've seen a lot of artists do that, which is fine, to make her sound more like angelic. But no, she sounded good. She looked good.
Yeah, she did.
I feel like people wanted to see someone else come out other than her, and I'm like, I don't know who that would be, but
I was hoping that he was gonna bring out like some of those West Coast artists that were on the GNX album. But to be fair, it's like he is about to go on tour, so he very well could bring some of those, you know, features out on the tour. Because I would have liked to hear Tell Him Hitter did it. Like I would have loved
like
to
a little
see that.
cypher session.
Yeah.
Oh dang, that would have been dope.
That's why we got to go to the tour.
Yeah, I was wondering it too. Like, but I don't know how a Super Bowl bag plays out. Like, you got to pay SZA, you got to pay yourself, you got to pay 50 million dancers,
and you only got like 15 minutes. It really wasn't like, that long.
He performed the other guy verse. The other guy was on TikTok crying like, dude, just blew my mind. I'm like, that's great. But I think people had expectations for him to play old songs, and it's like, he has to perform based on what he's doing right now. Like, he wants y'all to go on a tour with him, okay? Like, they're like, play all right. He played all right when he performed in the Dr. Dre Super Bowl. And he performed something else.
He performed
Mad City, I think.
Freedom with Beyonce when she performed. Wasn't that the Super Bowl one year? Or was that, like, the Grammys or something? I don't know.
Like that, yeah. And I'm like, people expect the same thing. And it's like, let him do what he want to do. He gave y'all Humble. I didn't want to hear that, but hey, it's here. We Humble.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. So it's like I understood it. Yeah, I wanted to see Future for some reason, but I feel like that would have been too black.
That would have been too. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis, because I was not there to see no Future.
But like that song, I feel like that would have been funny. But then there's just a whole hate Drake train there.
Well, I'm glad he brought out DJ Mustard.
Yeah,
because DJ Mustard, he was with him on that Grammy stage and so on. Everybody screaming out Mustard.
I mean, he just gave him the best song of the year.
Yeah,
like that beat was crazy.
Yeah,
a couple, like you saying, like he needed to bring him out. Like you, the reason I'm right here, honestly.
Yeah, that was.
And my hate for Drake, but like you also are the reason.
It's bigger than Drake.
It's bigger than Drake.
Kendrick say it's for the culture.
It's for the culture.
And speaking of the culture, how did the Kenny Bowl impact your Black History Month?
I felt empowered.
Oh.
Like, no, literally, we left and I was like, dang, I just feel like the world just don't see us differently. I got something to talk about. And, like, it wasn't cliche. Like, you know, rap is different. Things have different meanings. You can use your platform to say something bigger than, like, shooting people, getting money, shaking booty, and all of that crap.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just appreciate it so much for Black people. Yeah. What about you?
It was like, it was so joyous. Like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like you gotta talk your shit, and I feel like that's what GNX was giving. I feel like that's what his performance gave, and it's just like, you know, you just gotta talk your shit sometimes.
Definitely gave it.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about TV, y'all. He's like, I got my foot up on the gas. Okay, that's me. When I be driving, I'm like, put my foot up on the gas.
Somebody gotta do it. Dang.
And somebody gotta do it.
Okay.
That's how I be feeling. Girl, get out my... I be on the work like, somebody going to work like, somebody gotta do this. Somebody gotta make these cakes. Somebody gotta do this.
And when he say, I deserve it all, just all of that.
All of that.
It's like, yes, album. He's healed. You know, that's what his last album was about. But it's like, sometimes you gotta make folks mad, and that's okay. It ain't got nothing to do with you trying to make them mad. It's just you turning yourself up so much that if they offended by it,
so be it.
So be it.
Like, you gotta make sure your stuff together too. Yeah, I feel like I'm the greatest of all time, as you should, humbly speaking.
So that definitely empowered me, my black behind during Black History Month from another black brother.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. It was a black man.
Yeah.
Okay.
For real.
And speaking of black men, we have some black person in history that we appreciate and want to recognize. You can go first.
Okay. So the person that I wanted to appreciate and recognize is Bayard Rustin. I don't know, maybe some people listening to this episode, you probably seen the Netflix film Rustin. And so it's kind of just a short synopsis of his life. And basically he was a key like organizer and during the March on Washington. He didn't get a lot of national and public recognition because he was a gay black man, but he had been highly involved in the civil rights movement from, I want to say, the 40s on. So, I mean, pretty early on in civil rights movements in the United States. And so that movie was really good. It definitely opened my eyes to someone new. I don't know, you always think you know everybody there is to know in black history and the civil rights movement. And so I was surprised, but glad I was able to learn a little bit about him. Bayard Rustin, and Coleman Domingo played him in the movie, and it was really good.
Okay, that's something to check out.
Yep.
Okay, my black man.
Go ahead, your black man.
Is Stokely Carmichael, who actually renamed himself Kwame Ture. I chose him, one, because we have the same birthday, June 29th. And I remember reading about him in African American Studies in college. And so I ended up doing like a small little presentation on him, but he helped coin the term Black Power. Heavily involved with the Black Panthers and really pushed for most of Malcolm X's principles. But yeah, he played a major role in the civil rights movement within the 60s and 70s. And they even had him as an honorary prime minister of the Black Panther Party, which is pretty cool. But shout out to Kenny. Kendrick Duckworth, actually, right? That's his real last name.
Okay.
So in the album, he's like, Mr. Duckworth. In the last one, Mr. Morale. Yeah. Shout out to Bayard Rustin.
Yeah.
And shout out to Stokely Carmichael. Shout out to Kaya. Shout out to Kenyana.
All the shouts outs.
All the black men and women and children of America and the world. Any last words?
Nope. We are back.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, whether you listened or didn't, we back.
We're back. All right. See y'all next time.